You've been diagnosed with diabetes. You are not alone in your journey, and we can help. Davis County Health Department presents our diabetes series to share how you can move forward with the tools and resources needed to support your health and well-being. Keeping track of the carbohydrates you eat is one of the best ways to know how well you are managing your diabetes. But how do you keep track of carbohydrates? Before we begin, let's review. Carbohydrates are essential for our body, and they most affect our blood sugar. There are 3 types: starches, fibers, and sugars. Focus on eating more fibers, some starches, and less sugars. Remember that you want half of your plate to be full of non-starchy vegetables and the other half with carbohydrates and lean protein sources. If you want more detailed information and examples, check out our carbohydrates video. Carbohydrate counting, or carb counting, means counting the number of grams of carbohydrates in a food or meal. You then match this number to your insulin dose. Carb counting is best used to manage your blood sugar so you can be prepared when meal planning, eating out, or eating at home. The first step is to know which foods contain carbohydrates. You can do this by looking at the food label. When looking at a food label, pay attention to 2 things: the serving size and the grams of carbohydrates. The serving size tells us the number of servings in a food or meal. The total carbohydrates are how many grams are in one serving. For example, this label says that 1 serving is 3 ounces with 2 servings in the container. There are 30 total grams of carbohydrates in 1 serving. The reason we also want to pay attention to the serving size is just in case we eat more than what is written. If you eat 2 servings, this is a total of 60 grams of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are measured in grams. The rule of thumb is 1 serving is 15 grams. For example, 15 grams is similar to 1 small piece of fruit, 1 6-inch tortilla, half a cup of ice cream, half a cup of vegetables, or a 1/3 cup of rice. 15 grams of carbohydrates is referred to as 1 carbohydrate choice. Be aware that some foods have more carbohydrates than others. You may notice that sugars may have double or triple the amount of carbohydrates than a starch or fiber. This can of soda has a total of 40 grams of carbohydrates, which is all added sugar. This fruit juice has 20 grams of carbohydrates with no extra sugar added, and has a smaller serving amount than the can of soda. This means that the can of soda has double the carbohydrates than the fruit juice. Your healthcare team will help you to know how many carbohydrate servings you need. This will be based on your weight, age, and how active you are. Check your blood sugar daily and share this information with them. The best time is 2 hours before and after eating. Once you know your number of daily carbohydrate servings, consistency is key. A steady number of servings will keep your blood sugar from spiking. It may seem overwhelming at first, so become familiar with the foods you eat regularly. Ask yourself these questions. How many servings does it have? How many grams are in 1 serving? What non-starchy vegetables and lean protein can I add to my meal to balance it all out? Remember, you can still enjoy the foods you love. The more knowledge you have, the more confident you can feel as you go about your day. Did you know that many insurers cover diabetes education? This is called Diabetes Self-Management Education and Support, or DSMES. If you participate, you will learn practical skills, gain confidence, and get support on your diabetes journey. Whether you are newly diagnosed or have had diabetes for years, you can benefit from DSMES. Check with your insurance and ask for a referral from your primary care provider. Visit the Davis County Health Department website for a list of where you can find DSMES support. If you want to learn more or have any questions, click on the link below for more information and resources.